my hand here a VGA to HDMI converter. Now the purpose of this product is to take an input via a VGA cable, or indeed a VGA and an audio input cable, and convert it into a HDMI output that can then be fed on to something like a screen here which is HDMI inputs on it. Okay. Now typical applications of this is if we had a laptop computer, we'll say that had a VGA out and indeed an audio out, and we wanted to feed it into a television that didn't have VGA inputs on it, a very handy thing to do would be to convert it to HDMI, and then we could access, let's say, things like movies or indeed Netflix, etc., and view it directly onto our television. So what I'm going to do here, first of all, is I'm just going to go through the contents of this box, and I'm going to give you an overview of how to actually install this. Okay. So the first thing here is you can see it comes in this very compact box. And there's just three things inside the box. There's a very brief user manual here, and it can be very brief simply because it's a very simple what we're trying to achieve here in terms of the installation. We have a power unit here. It's a 3-pin plug, and the output on it is 5 volts and 1 amp. Okay. If we come along and we look at the front of the unit here, what we'll see here is, actually we'll start with this and the inputs here. So what we have here is we have two possible inputs. One is the audio in, and the other is the VGA in. So basically audio here and the picture here. And in terms of the output then, there's a single output, HDMI output, so it's after combining the audio and the visual into one, or indeed if you just had a video, it'll just see a single video out. And in terms here then, we have a power input of 5 volts, we have an indicator light here, and we also have a selector here for selecting between 720 and 1080p, and this will depend on the capacity of your television, whether it's the setting that you choose, whether it's full HD or only HD ready. So what I'm going to do here is off screen, I'm just going to take this power unit here, I'm going to plug it in and just run it down here, and we're just going to power up this unit here. So you can see here immediately anyway, the blue light comes on and we get a red light indicator here. So next what we have here is, for the purpose of our demonstration, is we have this laptop computer set up here, and what we also have is we have an audio output coming off what would be marked as our headphones port here, and then we have a VGA lead connected here, so it's a VGA to VGA lead. So we'll just turn around to the input side here. What we'll do is we'll grab the VGA here and we'll just feed it in here, push it on, and if we want to, we can screw these leads in here because there's locking mechanism on the VGA input here. And what we'll do here is we'll grab the audio input here and we'll just push it in here like this. Okay, so the output now from this unit, from the laptop, fed into this unit, and then the next step here is to take the actual HDMI output from this and feed it into this television. So we'll grab this HDMI here, and we'll see here, and now we can see we have it. Now sometimes what I need to do is I need to put a selection on my actual laptop here to just choose that we're going to have a duplicate here or an output on it. Okay, so what we're going to do is come along here now, and I'm just going to select this. So I just do, sorry, I'm going to just kill this here, and hopefully you can see the audio or the visual part working here. We're just double clicking this here now. And you can see this is coming off of our television. We're muted on the actual thing itself. And that's it. So you can see it's highly effective. So this is an extremely popular unit. It has a wide range of applications, particularly when there's such a large integration increasingly between the world of PCs and television in terms of the internet, and people wanting to view television on their television from their laptops. Now other possible uses of this would also be in connection with DVRs, where you have a VGA output and you want to feed it to a television rather than a monitor. You can come along here and you want to have it in high HD. You could use this to convert it from a VGA output into a HD resolution again, and once again you can actually integrate the audio into it as well. It's possible, although that wouldn't be so common on DVRs. So that's it anyway, an overview of the VGA, the HDMI converter, available on tvtrade.ie.